This is my Yamaha vstar 250 and I would like to mount saddlebags on it. I have found that I have a few problems. First of all, the turn signals are located too far forward and directly over the axle. This puts them in the wrong position for saddlebags. Here you can see I tried to mount saddlebags on the bike without moving the turn signals, resulting in a bag which is not level, too far forward obstructing the passenger foot peg, and right up against the turn signal itself. You can see that this results in an installation which is not very clean and not very professional looking, even requiring a strap to help stabilize the bags. After I relocated my turn signals further back on the bike, this resulted in more room for my saddlebags, making them level and putting them directly over the rear axle. You can see in this position here that the bag is almost level, further back, and located in a better position. Also, you can see that the passenger foot peg is now completely open and accessible to if a passenger wants to ride on it.
These are the brackets that I made. They're just a piece of flat iron bent, and then I painted them black. They're to use to make sure that my bags are offset. You can see that the bags in this position are a little bit too close to the bike, and so I've changed the position on them a little bit so that they're split apart at the back of the bike. Also, I have moved my taillight assembly. Now on the original bike, the taillights were right here. We're right in that position. And those were the old taillights, and that was where they were. Well, when I decided to put my bags on, as in the previous photos that I showed, the bags were too far forward and tilted because the taillights were in the wrong place. So I went out and I found this taillight assembly off of a Triumph Speedmaster and bought those at the dealership. That was $124, and it's a nice looking taillight assembly. It moves the taillights all the way to the back of the bike, and it almost fit the holes that were on the fender, and you can see that they're well lined, and that the taillight is low enough for me to still put on my luggage rack. Well, since the taillights changed, I wanted the same front turn signals. So I went out and bought a set of front turn signals. These were $18 a piece, and that's what the old ones looked like. I'm sorry, this way. That's what the old ones looked like, and they fit into the same holes. Were easy to install, and they look pretty nice, I think. Anyway, so I'll show you how I'm going to mount those brackets on the back and get my my saddlebags properly aligned, and then I'll show you some more pictures. Okay, so now I have the two brackets on, and they just bolt to the connection where the hole was for the turn signal. And I just put a bigger bolt with an acorn nut there, and you can see the bracket, how it is bent and pulls out, and the bag just rests against it. It's fairly secure, keeps it in the right place, and keeps it from touching the tire. You can see how they're nice and evenly spaced, and also from the side, if you look at it from this direction, you can see how the bags are way more level than they used to be, and they're further back than where they used to be, so the foot pegs are exposed now. And the bag just rests against the shock absorber and those brackets. Those brackets have holes in them, so what I'll probably do is I'll probably take the little black straps off. I might even make up a second bracket to put on those acorn nuts, and make the bags, drill holes through the bags, and because it has a black plastic backliner hard shell in it, and I'll probably bolt them right straight to those brackets so that they don't swing around in the breeze. Anyway, so there's the bike, and it's all cleaned up. And once again, that's my answer for saddlebags for the vstar Yamaha vstar 250. I think it's probably one of the better examples of how to handle the bag problem and how to get them more or less level and in the right position. There you can see with the straps tightened up properly, or with the holes drilled in those brackets, I can get the bag almost perfectly level where it is, and I can still put my luggage rack on. So there's the bike. Anyway, the answer for the taillight assembly. Now the taillight assembly once again came off of a Triumph Speedmaster for the tail, and that was $124, which was, I thought, pretty reasonable. It also raises the license plate up a little bit further so that it doesn't look so obnoxious hanging down low below the fender as it does in the other pictures. And of course, I think the turn signals with their bullet shape instead of the flat pancake shape are kind of attractive. And the front ones are from a new Bonneville, or Triumph Bonneville. So the fronts are from a Triumph Bonneville and the rears are from the Speedmaster. The fronts were about $18 a piece and the rear was $124. And once again, it bolted in and wired up real nice. The turn signals work great. The brake lights work great. And you can see the bike with the saddlebags. Looks pretty smart. So once again, total modifications now are the exhaust is of course the West Eagle exhaust drag pipes with the 1 3/4 inch by 9 inch bifolds to make them sound right. The saddlebags, the luggage rack, the taillight assembly, the front turn signals, and I'm running with a 17-tooth primary gear and a 40-tooth secondary gear. Okay, so those are my total modifications so far. All right, well, keep riding, have fun. Hope this helps you out. Bye.